утренний паром. Поедем, обзорную экскурсию водную сделаем по Хельсинки. Надеемся, что там будет очень интересно. Даже сели на пароходик. Скоро будем отходить. Посмотрим всякие интересные места, которые вокруг Хельсинки. Это будет длиться примерно 1,5 часа. Ну, это мы как раз...
Да, такой мини-круиз.
Мини-круиз мы так и рассчитывали. Надеюсь, будет интересно.
Hey, hello, and welcome to Sturma's tour of the beautiful Helsinki archipelago. Let's get away from the bustle of the old town and sail south-southeast into the archipelago to see the sights and hear the stories of our city and the sea. Our commentary is broadcast over speakers, so you can stroll and chat and get refreshments from the cafeteria while you enjoy the fresh air and the beautiful scenery. There are over 300 islands in the archipelago, but the one right in front of us is unique. That's Suomenlinna, the fortress island. It was built by the Swedish Empire during the years that she ruled Finland. Sweden lost control of the Baltic Sea in the mid-1700s, and so she turned the tiny fishing village of Helsinki into a huge naval base. Suomenlinna was to both protect Helsinki and challenge the Russians who controlled trade from Tallinn, 80 kilometers away. Tonight, when you look out towards the Suomenlinna, you might see a light flashing 4 short pulses from the church tower. This is because the tower also serves as a lighthouse, and it flashes the Morse code for the letter H for Helsinki. The water on our right is the Kustanmiekka, or Gustav's Sword Strait. For hundreds of years, it has been the main fairway into Helsinki. In years gone by, massive iron chains were drawn across it.
Ну, будем сейчас проходить под небольшим мостиком. Я засниму тоже.
This is Hevosalmi Strait, and as we pass through it, watch out. The drawbridge connecting Laajasalo on the left with Santahamina on the right is very low. Sometimes we must wait here while they clear the bridge of cars and turn it so we can pass.
Dies ist die.
Вот, под ним сейчас пройдем. Совершенно низко пройдем. Три с половиной метра высотой. Поэтому и сказали, что не подниматься, а то бы снесло бы нас сейчас кого-нибудь.
To our left is Joolas, which is the southeastern part of the island Laajasalo. And as you can see, the people of Helsinki always make the best of their beaches. You'll often find saunas near beaches. It's wonderful to jump into the fresh sea after enjoying the steam of the sauna. With so many islands nearby, it's easy to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city for a weekend. In just 30 minutes, you can be out in nature, living island life. There's perfect sunbathing on the picturesque beaches of Pihlajasaari. Culture vultures go to Vartiosaari for fancy villas and historical nostalgia. And if you don't mind getting a little mud on your boots, you can forage for mushrooms almost anywhere. A customary law called Jokamiehen oikeus, or outdoor access rights, allows us all to pick wild mushrooms or berries in any forest or meadow, or even on private land, so long as we respect other people's property and take care not to stomp all over someone's prized roses.
Очень красиво. Все вокруг натуральное, все вокруг чистенькое такое, да, обалденное. Вон там нас обгоняет кто-то. Кто здесь как раз живет. Между островами вот в таких лодках ездят. Смотри, какие дома. Да. Самое классное место уединиться, да?
It is one of the most important summer residence areas in Helsinki and a historical site protected by the National Board of Antiquities. Many of the mansions and villas date back to the late 18 and early 1900s and are today used as private homes or the offices of companies or other associations.
In the old days, smugglers often hid in these waters and brought their illicit cargo to Helsinki. In the 1920s, the Prohibition era saw a booming business for liquor bootleggers, and the encounters between the police and criminals were often fatal. But the smugglers had an ingenious trick to make them look innocent. They would attach large bags of salt to the liquor boxes, and when they were spotted by the police, they would dump their cargo in the sea. As the salt slowly dissolved in the water, all they had to do was wait until the floats attached to the salt bags rose to the surface, and the smugglers would sneak back through the dark night to quietly retrieve their cargo.
A square kilometre of paradise, just 7 kilometres out of the city. It's so peaceful and beautiful that even a moose regularly swims across from the mainland to visit. There are valuable deciduous groves and an old pine forest that's home to bats. And you can stay there in the simple luxury of a bygone era, in beautiful villas, without running water or electricity. These beautiful trees grow very slowly in the extreme cold, but they grow strong and beautiful. And the interesting grain means anything you make with it is unique. In Finland, we use wood for everything. Both houses and household utensils can be made of wood. When we get back to the market square after this cruise, look for the Koksa mug, which is distinctive for Lapland and the Sami people living there. Traditionally, it was carried everywhere with you. It brought you luck. Try it. Why not buy one to take home with you? But don't ever wash it with detergent, or you'll wash the luck right out.
We're entering the Degere Canal. Duck your head as we go under the bridge. After much haggling with the council. Back then, it was 5 feet deep and 15 feet wide. But the bay has silted up over the years, so today it's only a few feet deep and only used by pleasure boats like this one. Our city beaches, like those on your right, become especially crowded in summer when the days grow longer and the cold Baltic Sea warms up. On the hottest summer days, we get temperatures of 30 degrees Celsius and water that simmers at 20 degrees. Being so close to the Arctic means longer days. The sun sets at about 11 p.m. and rises only 4 hours later at 3 a.m. So we can still be lying on a beach until almost midnight in the middle of summer. In winter, the moorings are empty as the boats are lifted out of the water and stored on land so that the ice doesn't crush their hulls when it freezes. In front of us are icebreakers at their moorings. These are our Baltic superheroes. When the sea freezes in winter, they become essential in keeping our shipping lanes running. Their mighty engines push those massive hulls up onto ice more than 1 meter thick, and the powerful bows slam down to smash the ice and clear a passage through it. Without them, it would be difficult getting food and goods across the sea in winter.
We are now passing the island of Kata-Janoka. Kata-Janoka was originally a peninsula, but today it is separated from the mainland by the Kata-Janoka Canal. There are 4 bridges over the canal. The Kata-Janoka district is a prestigious residential area, and apartments in the Art Nouveau-style buildings of this neighborhood are expensive and sought after. Kata-Janoka is like a village inside the city, just a short walk from the city center. The former harbor warehouses have been renovated for new purposes. These include a passenger ship terminal, restaurants, a hotel and a congress center. Now we approach our point of departure, the market square. In front of you is the empire downtown of Helsinki, dominated by the White Cathedral, light blue City Hall, and on the right side, the Presidential Palace and the Uspensky Cathedral. We hope you've enjoyed your trip. Please remember to take all your belongings with you. We thank you for your attention and hope to see you again.
Please rate us on TripAdvisor and enjoy the rest of your stay.